Gabby.
Hi, I'm Lily.
And hi, I'm Isabella.
From being visually appealing to actually providing us with something nutritious and delicious, gardening can bring fresh food right into our neighborhoods. They also give people a chance to get outside and connect with nature and the world around them, and learn more about how the world works. In other words, gardening creates things that look good, taste good, and help build a stronger and healthier community for everyone.
It is clear to see why plant parents and gardeners play an important role in our community, whether they own a nursery or have a simple backyard vegetable garden.
In today's episode, we'll be exploring our community and hearing the stories of just some of the many that serve our community and make it a better place through growing and nurturing plants.
Let's get this show on the road. First, we decided to interview a stay-at-home plant parent, Janelle Luciano. Janelle grows her own plants in her community fruit and vegetable garden.
Hi, thank you for coming today. So, what inspired you to become a plant parent?
I gotta tell you, what inspired me is my love and hate for plants. Plants and I did not get along. I ended up killing everything that I would buy or purchase and bring home until I kind of got the hang of it, and then I just fell in love and I became a plant parent.
Wow, that's such an interesting story. So how have plants that you've taken care for at home helped your mental health, or influenced it rather, or your emotional well-being?
They help me disconnect. So when I'm outside with my plants or my garden, I'm off the phone, I'm off the TV, no emails. So they help me disconnect and kind of focus on the present and the right then and there.
So can you describe a moment when you were taking care of your plants, or just helping them somewhat helped you cope with some sort of stress or a difficult time, or it helped you help someone else with that stress?
Definitely. We have a garden at school. I'm a teacher. So it's helped me in a specific situation that I'm thinking of. There was a young man who was in my class and he was having a pretty hard time emotionally with something. I was able to take him out of the classroom and take a little walk, and we ended up in the garden, and just him putting his hands in the dirt and kind of, bringing that garden just to him, and the flowers, and talking about what was around him, helped him bring his emotional state to a norm. And me as a teacher, it helped me to kind of disconnect from that situation and help him to come back to where he needed to be. So it ended up being a win-win for both of us, and that young man is now in middle school, and I hear in the grapevine that he has in his middle school a garden that he is tending to with his club.
Wow. So how has growing plants had an impact on your community, or I guess since it's in your backyard, the community around your backyard, or just the world around you?
Well, we live in a townhome, so we don't have a lot of space to have a big garden, but together with my neighbors, we have some planters, and we do grow tomatoes, we grow peppers, we grow butternut squash. We have these cuckoo melons that are pretty famous on TikTok right now, and we're growing them, or attempting to, and we have some herbs. And what's good is that all three of the neighbors, we come together, we take turns, we plant, we'll weed, we'll just, have fun outside. And it brings the community together, and it brings neighbors that usually would be inside watching TV and not communicating with each other. It brings us together and helps us meet other people around.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you, and I hope I spread my love for gardening.
Next, we decided to interview a student at our school, Anaya Shah, who grows fruits in her backyard. So cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for joining us today. My first question for you is, what kind of plants do you grow, and what do you do with them?
Oh, I grow blueberries and like raspberries, and I make jams with them.
Really? That's really cool. Why did you decide to start growing plants?
Oh, I was inspired by my grandma back in India. She actually makes jams and she gives it to a lot of the people that are like in her life, and it just makes them really happy. So I wanted to try it out. Yeah, actually, in the summer, I was in India and I was helping her out and taking care of her plants, and it just made me feel really at peace. And so I wanted to bring that feeling back to America, I guess.
I wanted to know, do you grow these plants with your family and friends?
Yeah, I grew up with my dad. He helps me take care of the plants, and he also helped me set up a compost bin in my backyard. And compost serves as like natural fertilizer for the plants. And I found that the plants actually grow a lot better with our compost rather than with store-bought fertilizer.
And lastly, how has growing and nurturing plants, well, not lastly, but I have one more question. How has growing and nurturing plants changed your life?
Well, growing and nurturing plants has not only brought a sort of escape for me where I can feel at peace, but it also makes me really happy when I can give it to my family, friends, neighbors, and just spreading the joy in general makes me really happy.
And what positive effect does growing plants have on your community?
Oh, so on my community, not only do people get to watch the effects of this so I can inspire other people by actually making these plants, but it also allows people to participate and just spread the joy of planting different plants.
All right, thank you for joining me. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope your jams are successful.
Thank you so much.
It was such an adventure to learn about how growing plants can change and improve people's lives and positively impact their communities. We had such a great time interviewing Anaya Shah and Janelle Luciani and getting a glimpse at their lives as passionate plant parents.